Welcome back to Hydroneer. So, I spent a bit of time upgrading all of these pipes to tier 2. And I have a few spare over here. I've left this tier 1 system with the tier 1 pipes. And then what I plan to do is extend this, dig a new hole around here, and go down to tier 2 level and have 10 miners. Eventually that's the goal. Maybe start off with 2 miners producing tier 2 soil and then just adding it onto this line and smelting it down. But to do that I need Cloutium at that forge to craft it. I need quite a bit more Cloutium than what I already have. So while I wait for that to build up, what I'm going to do is dig out the hole, and then once I've filled out the hole, well, removed the hole, if you know what I mean, I will then come back, show you how much I've made, and if you've made enough, begin to craft the items I need for tier 2. Which hopefully won't take too long, so I'll see you then. So, it's taken me quite a while actually, but I have a hole that goes literally to the maximum depth of tier 2. And I've set up all the pipes here, and I have enough resources to make 3 tier 2 miners, or drills, mixing it with Satisfactory a little. And that will just come up here. There will be a tier 2 version of whatever this is called here. And it will just go along this bout and into here. Just follow through with the same system. So what I need to do now is head to the forge and get my tier 2, or 3 tier 2 miners just to start off with, and my harvester for tier 2. So I think I'm just going to bring with me is all of my iron, and all of my Cloutium, which is 854. I think, is it grams, kilograms? I don't know. Do I have my cash in here? I've my cash. And that's not my cash. I must have left my cash down there. So I'm going to go head to the forge, pick up my cash, buy the tier 2 stuff, and make the tier 2 stuff. And I'll see you then. So now that I'm down here in the shop inside the forge, what I need is all 3 of these Cloutium harvesters, which is the actual drill, the harvester, as well as that booster. I need to put my cash in there. A bit of leftover cash here. So I buy that, and I will take all 3 of these up to the forge, where I will begin to make more items. So I have moved all my items over. So what I'm going to do first is a tier 2 harvester, which needs 500 iron and 50 Cloutium, and I only need 1 of them. So I need to put in my Cloutium. Do you put them in both together? Yes, you do. I never knew that. And so here is my tier 2 harvester. And then both the ores come out this other end. So I just drop it back in. Like so. Replace the harvester with the tier 2 ram drill, which is this one here. So what I think I'm going to do now is just do 3 of them. just wait for the output immediately. Pick up the Cloutium, the iron, which I have no clue how much is left in it. And I'll just keep doing that until I have all of my items. So apparently I've actually used all of my Cloutium, which is... Oh no, Cloutium's still there. I still need to make 3 more of the input things before I see if we can make any more drills. What I can do now is see if I can actually make another drill. So if I can, that would be quite nice. So I need to put these items back in, and place that with this. Let's see if there's enough Cloutium. Yes, there's enough Cloutium for another drill. Let's try again. I don't reckon this is actually enough. Doesn't seem like very much. But we can always see. Yeah, it's not enough. So I have 4 of them drills, tier 2, 4 of the input things, and 1 of the tier 2 harvesters. What I need to do now is bring it all back to my base and get to work on implementing them. Then I might go AFK for a bit, so I can get my last few ones. So I can now finally place in this pipe segment here. And that means for now, I have all working parts for my forward. For some reason, the dev decided to put the inlet for water on these on the side. So I had to redo this entire pipe network. And now everything seems to be working, and I already have some core stone. I have 60.23 of it. It's actually quite a bit. So what I'm gonna do now is just let this run in the background for maybe 20 minutes and just see how much money I can make. So I'll see you then. So I've now arrived at the jeweler, and I have my bucket that is incredibly laggy. Yep, my incredibly laggy bucket. This laggy bucket is worth 128,000. That's now gone. So my lag's now gone. I'm actually going to leave that in there. Then also in here I have my necklace. So let's see how much is this necklace worth. 823,000. That's ridiculous. Then I think I also have... How much is this iron bar? If it's the heavy iron bar, no, I'm not selling that. That's my crafting bar. I think this scrap is for selling.
Huh?
Sure. It's not much, but it's something. Tiny bit of Cloutium. Okay, if we can't stack things in here, can you? Scrap. A tiny old bar of Cloutium I have kept after a while. So that here as well. For another 1,000 or so. Which now means I have officially 954,000, so almost a million. But if I add on this 216,000, I will have 1,170,938. That is a lot of money. So I think I'm going to end this video here. It's probably going to be a bit longer to the next video, which I think I might actually get interested in farming, since that seems like a cool aspect of the game. But I'll see you then.